16 and a half minutes past the hour. Pleasure to have in studio with us Sydney from Riverfront Antiques, 243 Fifth Avenue South in downtown Clinton. Sydney, welcome to the program.
Thank you, thank you.
I understand this is going to be something that we're going to be regularly doing.
I know, we're going to be chatting pretty often, it sounds like.
Good to hear. Now, Riverfront Antiques, you've been open for about how long now?
We had our soft opening in February and our grand opening in April, so we're still fairly new.
I would think so, yes.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's quite an area that you have there, correct?
Yeah, we have, it's filled up quite a bit, and, you know, we have all sorts of items. I think our name throws people sometimes where they think that we just have antiques, and that's not true. I mean, we have everything from, you know, primitives and vintage painted furniture and, you know, that kind of modern farmhouse look, and true antiques, which I think is nice, you know, because a lot of people, I think, like to mix and match that in their home.
So the purpose of the program is to let people know about Riverfront Antiques and what you do have to offer. So
Yes.
take us through the store. I walk through the door. What am
And
I going to discover?
Well, all sorts of things. When you walk in the door, we have a large atrium area, and we actually have a little stage that's built in the front, and I do these highlighted items of the week, and so it's just, you know, bunch of different vendors that we've put all together, you know, just things we set it up in a way that as you're walking through, you can kind of imagine it in your home or is visually interesting, and then you go through our main door. And again, you're going to see lots of furniture and antiques and things from all over. You know, we recently had a vendor come all the way from upstate New York with a truckload of things, and there was some really cool stuff, some things that were like Civil War era even. So that was really cool. And then we also have things from Colorado that have come up that, you know, antiques and handcrafted things like metal signs and just all sorts of interesting stuff. And then we also have lots of local artists in there too. You know, lots of photographers and painters. We had these beautiful chalk pastels come in of the Mississippi, and they look like paintings. They're gorgeous, and you know, they're pretty fairly priced, and it's kind of a luxury to have handmade art in your home. And I think it's cool that we're bringing it to the public where they could afford it.
A Clinton native and an old timer. Of course, it used to be Volkman Furniture, so you do have quite a bit of area, correct?
We do. We take up, I would say, about half of the building right now.
Okay. Now, you, of course, also are a sponsor of Music on the Avenue.
Yeah, we're one of the bigger sponsors this year. We're really excited for tomorrow. We're actually going to be extending our hours every Thursday, so we'll be open from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m., and we're going to be doing a special tomorrow where if you spend $75, you get a pair of undated Lumber Kings tickets.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Yeah, so they're good for any home game. That's why supplies last, you know. So, but if you spend $75, you get, you know, a little extra incentive. I also will be I'll be giving out more of our reusable bags and stuff tomorrow, and then we also will have refreshments and fun between the hours of 6 and 8, and some of our vendors are even doing like sales that day, and we're just really excited to hang out with the community and listen to music and just kind of get to know everybody a little bit better.
Oh, that'll be great. So again, kind of a new business. We're going to be finding out about you every Wednesday at this time.
Yes.
And we want people to find out for themselves about Riverfront Antiques. So again, what are the store hours outside of the expanded Thursday hours?
So from Monday through Saturday, we're 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. And Sundays, we are noon to 4. So we're open 7 days a week, which is pretty cool. And we're always looking for, you know, more people, more vendors. We run off of a system that we've kind of created called integrated antiquing. And so you pay a monthly investment and you can bring things into the store, and then we set it up in a way that we feel will be the most sellable, the most visually interesting, and we have noticed some pretty good success with that. And it's neat to see how different people's things complement other people's things, and it's just nice to walk through a store and be able to look at a display and go, hey, I want to take that and put it right in my home.
I'm looking forward to catching up with you every Wednesday. Very interesting. Before we let you go, you had talked about Northern California, Colorado. How do these people end up with you in Clinton, Iowa?
So a lot of it, honestly, is just networking. In the upstate New York. He was just a vendor who lives not too far from here, but he has family property up all over the East Coast. And so he went and he spent 8 weeks up there, and he came back with a huge truckload. And before that, he'd gone to Tennessee and gotten barnwood from a barn. And, you know, we are constantly looking for people outside of the local area just to draw it in centrally. You know, I think it's neat to be able to take things from the coasts and different areas and bring it to kind of, you know, the heartland, and then also really integrate our local artists.
I know through the program we're going to find out a little bit more about you as well, but you seem to have a genuine interest in what you're doing.
I sure hope so. I have spent quite a bit of money investing in school for antique appraisal, so I hope I like what I do.
So folks, come on down to Riverfront Antiques, downtown Clinton, the old Volkman furniture. Again, stop by Thursday.
Yes,
Enjoy
come
music.
by Thursday. Everyone's going to be there. We're going to have our wonderful manager Mel is going to be there. I'm going to be there. And our investors as well. So it should be a lot of fun.
Okay, if people would like to find out more, I would imagine you've got a presence on social media as well.
I do. So you're gonna check us out at Riverfront Antiques on Facebook. That's a good way to get a hold of us. That's probably the best way to get a hold of us.
Okay, so Wednesdays at this time, we're going to find out more and more as we go.
Absolutely, yeah, and we could talk about just different kinds of items and different things like that.
Thanks so much for coming in.
All right, thank you for having me.